I started feeding hummingbirds here in 2010, and at first I was hanging feeders with some baling wire kind of about shoulder level here, and I got the idea of trying to measure the amount of nectar that was consumed per day by all the hummingbirds visiting here, because it was an extreme amount in my opinion. So every night I would take down each feeder and place it on a tabletop scale and measure the difference between the night prior and that night's weights, and subtract, find the difference, and that was the amount of nectar consumed per day per feeder, and then I would sum those up to get a daily consumption rate. And that took a bit of time every evening to do that. So I had this idea more recently of kind of getting all the feeders on one pulley system so that I could raise and lower them all at one time, and then integrated a simple fishing scale into that pulley system so that I could measure the difference in weight from night to night just from one measurement.
For all the feeders?
For all of them at once, instead of having to do math.
Can you hold that up to the camera?
Yeah, it's a simple fishing scale. I've got a couple different ones that I'm trying to find a make and model that has really consistent readings, and I think I just might have to spend a bit more money to get more of a scientific hanging scale for that purpose. But through all my measuring, one measurement sticks out in my memory. In one 24-hour period, a kilogram, 1,000 grams of nectar was fed to hummingbirds from all of these feeders. So if you do some back of the envelope math, assuming a hummingbird might drink twice its weight in nectar per day, I think I came out to around just under 450 individual hummingbirds visiting. Yeah, I think being close to Crystal Creek probably helps, because I'm sure the birds are keying in on those wet areas for little stopovers. They migrate during the day. Most songbirds migrate at night, but hummingbirds and hawks migrate during the day. And I think as they're flying over, they might just see this red color, and maybe there's birds that remembered the house from last year when they were coming north or heading south, and so maybe there's some institutional memory in some of the birds. The smaller one is the calliope, the medium-sized one is the rufous, and the larger one is the Anna's hummingbird. So we have those three species consistently, and then the black-chinned, which is more common, east of here. They occur from time to time here. They're more like maybe once a month you might see one. It's kind of a special thing to see a black-chinned. When I first moved here, the Annas were not common, and they became more and more common. And talking to other people around town, they noticed the same thing. I think I remember some science which showed they had about a 200-kilometer north range expansion in recent times. And so yeah, we're watching kind of birds expanding their range in real time. They were more traditionally a west side, Western Washington species, and so yeah, now they're here through most of the winter if you keep a feeder out. The Annas will hang out.